Greetings and salutations, Wastelanders and Wanderers. My name is Oskapt, and unlike the other video, it's just me this time. Noodle is off editing the video we just made, but I wanted to issue another follow-up regarding the active cell bug, which, TLDR, is still active. If you want more information about that and about why they disabled the loadout changer, then we'll put a card up here in the corner so you can go and watch our video from yesterday. They did fix the loadout changer. They also broke a bunch of perk cards and they're flat out lying to you about it. So we'll have that video up in a few minutes. But here is proof of the bug still existing and a little conversation on how you might use it to your advantage. Now understand, Bethesda is considering all of this stuff is an exploit. So you can get banned if you take advantage of it. Definitely don't use this with any kind of duping or anything like that to do anything that gives you an unfair advantage. They will come down harder on that than if you, for example, just fast travel somewhere and, you know, the game doesn't take away your perks. So to demonstrate this, let's start by talking about Nerd Rage. So I've got Nerd Rage, which I don't normally run. And this is a card that they modified recently so that it actually at 5% health will give you an additional 80% of damage, which is pretty sick. I loaded into the game in my camp, which I recommend that you don't do. So this is now my active cell. This is the cell in which my perk-based buffs will adapt. Time-based buffs like food will always adapt, but if I leave this cell, I will be frozen in whatever perk state I'm in. So let's take advantage of Nerd Rage. Let me just grab a bunch of water here and then we'll drink that and we will get our health down to something miserable. Apparently I'm gonna need a lot more water than that. Fine. It's nice that they gave us the percentage as a number in addition to slicing the health bar into the little tabs, because that does make it a lot easier to figure out where you are and where you need to be exactly. So we wanna get my health down to 5. All right, 4, that'll do too. And now you can see that Nerd Rage is giving me an additional 80% damage and an additional 30% AP regen. That's wonderful. Let me make sure that I have my Vault Steel scrap, which I do. Get rid of some of the trash that I picked up while I was fishing. And with the Vault Steel scrap, I have Junk Shield giving me plus 134 damage resistance and plus 134 energy resistance. So we can now leave this location and we can go, well, we can go somewhere else. Let's go to someplace where I can put up a survival tent real quick. So let's go to like Aaron Holt Homestead. The game is divided into cells. The map is divided into cells. Think of them like squares on a page of graph paper. So a cell is what controls things like enemy spawn and item spawns and stuff like that. So we've now left that cell and we're off over here. Oh, it reset my survival tent on this PlayStation. I can now get rid of my Vault Steel scrap and Junk Shield still works. I can take a bunch of rat away. I did this earlier on the stream, so I'm not even sure how much rat away I still have. Oh, I have plenty. Okay, so there's all the rat away, and we'll just get a super stim, I think, as well. So we'll just super stim up, and Nerd Rage, still 80% damage and 30% AP regen. So as long as I don't use a loadout changer or go back to my camp, which is my active cell, I will stay at those numbers. Or like if I take out Nerd Rage, for example, then it'll scrap because the thing that makes it trigger is no longer there. So we can just go through and we can kill things. And you know, we're doing damage. So it's kind of like getting the benefit of being a bloodied build without actually having to be a bloodied build. Oh my God, dogs are flying. We can do this and like go speed run Grafton Steel, for example. We can do this all day long. So this is kind of a fun way to, certainly not take advantage of an exploit, but just consider that you may want to buff yourself up in all the best ways possible before you leave the location that you spawned into when the game began. You can also reset it by using a loadout changer. So you can switch from one loadout to another and then things will actually reset. So like I don't have any Vault Steel scrap on me right now, and so it's gonna take me back down to not having the damage resistance and energy resistance that comes from having that. But in the meantime, look at Adrenaline up to 10. We got 30 stacks of Onslaught. We've got all of these super mutants and their dogs. Oh my God, I can't jump. All right, fine. I don't have a jetpack on this armor, so So sometimes I look a little slow as I'm trying to get up on things. So there you have it, a quick little update to show you that while things are not as broken, they're definitely not fixed. Be sure to watch the other video that's going to come out, or that has come out right before this one, where we express our discontent at how Bethesda is handling this, because with the latest update, they're actually lying to you about the behavior of your perk cards. And for everybody who plays the game that doesn't know these changes are even happening, they think they're getting one thing, but they're actually getting something else. We think that's wrong, and that people should go and express their discontent with Bethesda so that they actually fix it right. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Oskapt. I'm one half of Gamer Aviator. And until next time, stay safe out there, Vault Dwellers.
Where the shadows creep and sway, lies a land of rusted dreams, where the brave dare not stray. Appalachia, oh, it's a treacherous ride, with dangers untold and nowhere to hide.